Good morning from Austin, Texas, where it is a beautiful morning with beautiful weather and lots of rain lately. My name is Sam. I can't thank you enough for taking time out of whatever you're going through to visit with me today. And today I want to talk to you about one of the biggest mistakes that we, the unfaithful partner, make. It would not be fair to say that we all unfaithful make this mistake, but it is fair to say many of us, if not most of us, make this mistake or come from a faulty approach that alienates the betrayed, makes them feel like we're never going to get it, scares the hell out of them, and causes them to oftentimes see us as unsafe, retreat from us, and maybe even label us words or diagnoses, if you will, that maybe aren't even completely accurate, but because we are making this mistake, it puts us in a terrible light. I will tell you, in all honesty, early on, I was an all-star at making this mistake. I completely blew it. It was only after someone that I trusted had a very heart-to-heart conversation with me that I realized I was doing this, and then Rick was able to help me walk through it. It is the mistake, it is the concept, it is the approach where we are so overly self-preoccupied at what our affair or addiction has cost us. We are enveloped in, oh my gosh, I'm gonna maybe lose my job, my family, my partner, there's so many things, and I've made such a terrible mistake. And we almost wrap ourselves in this self-preoccupation for what our mistakes, what our affair has cost us, and what has been potentially lost because of our choices. We continue to get caught up in this tornado of, I'm such a bad person, I've lost this, I've done this, I've hurt so many people, I've betrayed so many people. And then the betrayed parties sit back and go, yeah, how about showing some empathy for what your choices have done to me? It's a nuance that's really tough to see. I'll be honest with you, typically only people who've been through infidelity before or therapists who are experts in this approach can kind of see it, because there's a point where our betrayed goes, hey, have you thought about how much this is costing me? Like, yeah, I get it. You're potentially going to lose this, and there's a lot, but what about me? What about what I'm dealing with? The reminders, the triggers, the intrusive thoughts, the emotional flooding, the life adjustment, the collateral damage, the way that this has caused me to see myself, to doubt myself, to the anger, the rage, the hostility, the confusion, the trauma that has now overcome me because I'm living a life I never thought I would live. I'm living a life that I didn't ask for. I'm living a life due to the choices of another. And we unfaithful get lost in this fog of all that is going on inside of us, and we lose sight. We can't see, or we don't want to see, that the victim of all of this is our betrayed partner and possibly even our kids. We are masters at image management, and when our infidelity catches up with us, when our addiction is threatened to come to light, our image becomes extremely fragile. And because we have been, what I've said in a video a long time ago, we've become me monsters. We have been all about me and me and me. And so we can hear our betrayed partner talk about their pain and their hurt, and we can still hear it through me. I have been such a terrible person. I have done this. I have done that. I have become this. I have become that. Me. And we fail to see just how traumatized our betrayed partner is, because we're focusing on our own consequences and not our partner's. Here's a few things that you can do if you are an unfaithful and wonder, man, I don't want to be like this. Maybe you're an unfaithful and this has caught you dead smack in the middle of this approach or this mistake, and you might be thinking, well, what do we do? Maybe you're betrayed and you might want to go, hey, unfaithful, this might be a good, helpful tool for you to consider with where you're at in your recovery work. The first thing that I would suggest is, if you're an unfaithful, to consider the possibility that maybe you are not seeing this mistake. Maybe you have been so caught up in your own pain and hurt and what your choices are possibly going to do to you and everyone around you that you have missed the opportunity, a crucial opportunity to be empathetic and compassionate to your partner. If that's the case, this is a moment for you to wake up, shift your approach and say, you know what? I have been selfish. I've been focusing on my own pain, completely unaware or completely out of touch with what you're dealing with. This next one is going to be a little bit more direct than usual. The truth is, this mistake, this approach can seem empathetic and compassionate and even kind of, hey, this is normal. And a general therapist or a very inexperienced therapist or professional or coach or someone that just has not been through infidelity and hasn't had a lot of training can be duped by. And I'll be honest with you, I have so many people that reach out for help. So many people come to our site who have been hurt, violated, and just almost even abused by inexperienced people trying to help. Let me tell you, you need someone who is a true expert, who's been through infidelity, who has been trained, who understands this nuance. Because it's going to take strategy to deal with this. It's going to take expert help to get at the core of this and help shift the thinking and shift the approach, willfully shift the approach of the unfaithful to get free of this self-preoccupation. Next, there's an exercise that we do in our coursework at affairrecovery.com. It's called the 40 costs. If you're an unfaithful, one of the best things that you could do is, you know what? Get a sheet of paper, get a spreadsheet, write down 40 costs that your affair or addiction is costing your partner. My affair has cost you your sleep because you can't sleep at night. My affair has cost you your self-image because you constantly feel like you have to compare yourself. My affair has cost you incredible amounts of pain because you constantly are trying to live your life and take care of the kids or go to work or do your job, and you can't because you can't focus because you're dealing with so much pain and hurt from what my choices have done to you. My affair has cost you your security because now I might lose my job. Now I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stay at my job, or I may have to look for another job because of my affair. My affair, and write out at least 40 genuine, authentic costs that can help your partner see, you know what, maybe he or she is getting it. Maybe they are focusing on me and not just themselves. Then write out 40 costs that your affair or your addiction is costing you. My affair has cost me my self-respect because I constantly hate myself for what I've done. My affair has cost me my own security because now I don't know if I'll still have my job. Now I don't know how I'm going to provide for our family. And write them out. Chew on them, process them, show them to your partner. This is just one way that you can shift your thinking from being so focused upon yourself. As I leave you today, I will tell you that this shift can absolutely change your recovery and help your betrayed partner feel like, you know what, maybe they are starting to get it. Or, hey, you know what, that shift caused them to really get it, to really see, to start to bring about some significant change in their recovery work. Man, I wish you the best today. I wish you courage. I wish you humility to embrace the fact that maybe this has been operating in your life. I wish you hope to keep going. You can absolutely heal. you can absolutely gain ground today. I hope and I pray that you will keep moving forward.